We wait around thinking that things are never going to change. But one of the laws of nature, the main law of nature, is impermanence, constant change. So never lose hope. That's my message here. Never lose hope. We're in unprecedented times. At any moment now, somebody could find a cure for that thing that you suffer with. You could be free and young again. With the advent of AI and also the birth of the quantum computer, which is happening right now. There are quantum computers, and their computational power is extraordinary, beyond belief, near infinite. So, when AI and that meets up, the explosion in technological advances is going to be out of this world. People will go crazy. I used to follow a teacher a long time ago, spiritual teacher, 20 years ago. And he said we were entering into the age of Aquarius. That happened in 2012. Now, whether you believe all this or not, it's irrelevant. The point is, big change is coming, and it's here. And when that happens, so many people are going to lose their minds. They will not be able to tell the difference between reality and fiction. I can see it now on Facebook. There is someone on Facebook who pretends to be an old Buddhist monk, and he's not real. And everybody's leaving these comments saying, "Oh, thank you so much for your wisdom, Master." And this is not a real person. It's probably some 14-year-old kid just getting donations behind the scenes. Hello, Starry Plays. Hello, how are you? Anika Parasha Photons. I've definitely not got that right, have I? Sunchi, hello. Hello. Let me tell you all something right now as well. You've just reminded me coming on, Sons. I teach for Insight Timer, and I've been on there for many years, and I've got lots of courses on there. You have to pay to use those courses. There's no way around it. I'm giving my brand new one, a video one, on loving kindness for free. It's available now. So if you look through my feed, you will see that course. I've uploaded the intro and day one, and every day I'll upload another day. It's very deep. It took me about 40 hours to make it. And that was without even writing it. So it's been hard work, but I hope you love it. Excuse me. So people are going to lose their minds. That's inevitable. Don't be one of them. How can you avoid that? How can you not be one of those people who are going to crumble? By meeting the ultimate reality through meditation, by really getting your own well-being, your own mental health sorted. So it's more important than ever now to meditate, because people are going to lose the plot. Why do you think all the countries are falling apart? That's why. It's technology, it's change, it's tough. We weren't built for change at this level, at this speed. By the way, sons, is my audio okay today? Please do tell me if it's ropey like it was last time. So, yes, don't be one of those poor people. Ah, lovely, thank you. Don't be one of those poor people who end up crashing and burning. We can see it in our children now, how they're losing it due to like screen addiction and all the rest of it. So this is the way out. Trust me, meditation. We're going to do one now, a guided meditation for maybe 15 minutes. Are there any questions before we start? I'll take that as a no, but if somebody types a question in, then I will happily take it. Oh, do you like this lamp, by the way? It doesn't look as dramatic there. When it gets dark, it'll look good. It's a solar one. It's very nice. And then this, they don't look as great because it's not quite dark yet. But that, I believe, means peace. Okay, thank you. I'm trying to make it cozier and an environment more conducive to meditation. So we'll now begin. So come into your seated posture. I'm not comfortable. Bear with me while I get comfortable. That's better. Much better. So come into your seated posture. And allow the eyes to gently close. Just a short meditation together, 15, 20 minutes or something like that. Grounding ourselves in this world that's quickly losing ground. It feels like everything's falling apart. But it's always been falling apart. That's the nature of existence on this plane. That's not a bad thing. Because if nothing falls apart, there's nothing to come together. Everything's cyclical. It all works out in the end. So just relaxing, taking some time to be with yourself. Relaxing, just relaxing right now. So I don't want you to be trying to do anything. I want you to just spend a minute, just come into stillness and peace, with your eyes gently closed. Tuning into your breath. Seeing if you can feel it in the chest, in the heart center. Imagining that the chest is porous. You don't have to draw in air through the nose. You can actually draw it straight in, straight through the chest, straight into the heart center. And the sun is setting here now in England. So imagine drawing those rays of golden light into the chest, waking up the heart, relaxing, And just testing, checking in. How am I? What's in the heart right now? Maybe there's sadness, loneliness, fear. Maybe there's joy, happiness, positivity. Everything's welcome. We don't push anything away. Everything's welcome. And then we begin saying phrases internally, as if speaking from the heart. If you want, you can even imagine the heart having a mouth and saying these words. And it's sending loving kindness to yourself first. May I be happy. May I be happy. May I be well. If you've just joined us, we're just beginning the meditation, so just take a seat, relax, and I'll guide you through. So repeat in from the heart, may I be safe and protected. May I be free. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be safe and protected. May I be free. So just repeating whichever of those phrases resonate with you, silently, internally, using them as a mantra. But it's a little different to a mantra in that we use these words as a genuine wish to ourselves. It's almost a prayer. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be safe and protected. May I be free. If you've just joined us, take a seat and close your eyes. Relax. We're meditating, so I'll answer any comments afterwards. So, speaking as if speaking from the heart, may I be happy. May I be well. May I be safe and protected. May I be free. Free from anxiety, free from physical pain, free from whatever holds you back. And as you breathe, you can say these phrases internally with the out-breath. So you breathe in and imagine drawing in that light, that sunlight, that energy, the rays of the golden sun as it sets into the heart, illuminating it. And then on the out-breath, you send the phrase, drawing in light on the in-breath, speaking the phrase on the out-breath. And you can also imagine the breath to be like a bellows, igniting a fire within the heart. So as well as saying the phrases, we are building heat in the heart center, warmth, radiance, love, light. And this is a path to a very profound joy. Very deep peace. This is inwardly generated joy. It's different. It's different to the happiness we get from the world. It's an inner happiness that doesn't need any support really from the external world. It supports itself. It's the very light you came from. You come from it. Can you live from it? That's the purpose of life. To live from the light you came from. And the light which you'll inevitably return to. And there's nothing dark in that. The only darkness really is here, when we don't know how to live from it. When we believe that just around the corner, everything we need lies. But how many corners must we go around only to open boxes that are filled with the promise of lasting happiness. And really, we open them to find cheap, broken plastic toys. Nothing real, nothing substantial. That's not to be down on the world. There's great beauty to be found here too, but we can't appreciate it or even see it unless we learn to live from this inner light, to live from joy, our birthright. The Buddha said, trying to satisfy ourselves with the things that the world gives us is like drinking salt water to quench the thirst. It works for a short while, but before we know it, we're way more thirsty than we were before. So instead, we go into the radiance of our own heart. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be safe and protected. May I be free. And now bring before you an image or just a feeling of someone very dear to you. Someone you love, or a great friend, or someone who's helped you a lot in life. See them before you now. And begin to project the phrases to them. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be safe and protected. May you be free. And you can imagine as you slowly recite these phrases internally, that they leave the heart and reach you, reach the person in front of you. You're sending them this energy of healing, this warmth, wishing for their well-being. May you be happy. Welcome. May you be well. May you be safe and protected. May you be free. Imagining these wishes, these well wishes, leaving your heart on a beam of light. You're sending spiritual energy, love, out to them, into their world. Our loved ones, we never stop to appreciate them. This is our chance to really think of how much they mean to us, the gift that their life is to us. And the thing with love, real love, it's like nothing else really, because the more we give it away, the more we receive, and the more becomes our capacity to receive it. And there's so many lonely people. But the deepest loneliness is estrangement from our own hearts, from ourselves. And if we can get that right, or at least have our intentions focused that way, to be kind to ourselves and loving, to open our hearts. If we can just do that, the world changes. We change the world from within us. This is not hyperbole. It's real. I've made friends of enemies using this technique. And always, when you practice this, do it relaxed. You don't have to be bolt upright in meditation. Be kind to your body. Soften. Relax. And bring that relaxation out of meditation with you. The point of meditation isn't just to sit down and get all the benefits. It's to bring it out. So as you come out of meditation, do so slowly and gently, stretching lightly, keeping your heart open. Excuse me. So, Cohen, what? Has subbed. Thank you. Claire, hello. Hello. Reda Silva. And Faye Billington. Hello, everyone. Who do we have left? Say hello. Be brave. I was saying a moment ago, not a moment ago, but before we started, I've just done a course. It took me about 40 hours to record it and edit it. That's even without writing it. And hello, the old faithful, bless you, sons. So I've put a lot into this course, and it's on here. It's free. I've uploaded the intro. Please watch the intro. It's loving kindness in a contemporary way. So loving kindness is wonderful. And we often overlook how powerful it can be in our struggles, and how we can bring it into the world and heal relationships. I won't, without mentioning any names, obviously, I chat to people and relationships are healing that they thought were broken. And that can happen. I myself have done it. I've healed relationships with this practice massively. I've made friends of enemies. It can be done. In fact, not only can it be done, you don't even have to try to do it. This practice will make it happen naturally. It happens as a result of this practice. It's one of the fruits. We live in a much more harmonious world. The topic of the course, it's loving kindness meditation. Is that Naresh Kumar? Banga? I think the Banga's an add-on, is it? Apologies if not, if that is your name. I just realized that might not sound great. That's totally thrown me off. Yeah, so it's loving kindness. It's a 5-day course. It's about 20 minutes a day. It's free, completely free. It's on my channel as a course. So you can do YouTube courses I have many courses, maybe 8 or so already done, and I'm going to put them on here as well. So I'm going to start devoting this channel really to things like courses and lives. But this is about a contemporary application of loving kindness. A lot of the ideas are things that I do, that invented's a strong word, but came up with it, as ways to apply it to my own life. Are there any questions? Any more questions? It is meditation. Yes, it's a meditation course, but it's not just meditation. So it's sorry. Are you from India? It is meditation. It's about 10 minutes meditation. But before that, I talk about it and how to apply it. Is that simple enough, Naresh? I hope so. So yes, I posted the first one today, so you will see that. It's very easy to find. Just go to my most recent and you'll see it there. You should see a playlist, and the playlist is called Befriending. I've forgotten what I've called it. Give me a minute. Got it. Befriending the inner critic. Because it's about the voice. Yes, I teach Vipassana too. I teach Vipassana. I've done Vipassana for over 20 years. That's really the core of what I teach, actually. Loving kindness is more an add-on to that. Do you practice it yourself? Very powerful life meditation, Vipassana, or Vipassana if you're in Sanskrit. I've never been to India. Never. Believe it or not. I've been to Bangladesh loads of times. But that's just been with work. But I'd love to go to India. I've never been. I've been everywhere else, but never India. You should invite me. Maybe I'll come. I have lots of Indian friends, very good friends. I'm from England, just outside London, by the sea. I live by the sea, a place called Brighton. They call it the LA of England. It's a fantastic place. It's truly wonderful. Anyone else with any questions? But yes, do take that course. And in the comments, I'd really love to get some feedback, and that will help me to build the next course. And we'll go deeper and deeper. And yeah, we'll have a wonderful time. I'm going to put it on my Substack as well, but not as a direct. What is my qualification? This one was really good. My qualification with what? My bread and butter? Well, it has been, I've spent my life in design. I almost left my family over 20 years ago to become a Buddhist monk. And I was there the whole time. I thought of taking the vows, but I just couldn't do it. And I'm glad now that I didn't, because things have worked out. It's all good. This one. So the meditation, I think you're going to really love the course, Sons. I really do. So my bread and butter is still design, Naresh. Still design. Lovely. Wonderful. I chatted a lot. I chat more. No, I don't. I don't know anything about astrology at all. I don't even know how much I believe in it either. The rishis, for sure, knew things. The rishis of India, for sure, knew how the planets affected our bodies. And they do. The moon, the full moon affects us. Planetary alignment definitely does. But I'm not into it. It's not something I've studied. I'm not that interested in it. I try to stay from anything, away from anything that can, I don't mean to offend anyone when I say this, but be a bit woo-woo. You know, I try to keep things level, down to earth. So unicorns and things like that, and I don't really study. Although I do believe in things like siddhis. Yeah, their music theory is actually different. Their scale is different. I started learning the harmonium, and it's really nice. In fact, I've always, Sons, I've always said that I'm tone deaf, absolutely tone deaf. And the Indian teacher who was teaching me harmonium, because you sing as well, you learn bhajans, excuse me, you learn bhajans with it. And yeah, I don't believe they've got anything to do with it. I believe we're affected by planets. I believe, especially full moon, it's been proven that the full moon affects us. In fact, that's where the werewolf phenomena comes from. People who were very sensitive to a full moon howling and going crazy. That's where the myth came from for werewolves. And that's where the word lunatic comes from, to describe someone as mad. So, yes, there is that aspect, but do I believe that a planet doing something over there, yes, it's going to affect my body in a little way, but it's not going to affect me anywhere near as if I go in tonight and I do 2 hours meditation, or I go in and I drink half a bottle of whiskey, the me that wakes up tomorrow is going to be a very different me, whichever of those paths I choose. And that is going to have far more effect than any planet. I don't believe it. Not, I believe in the spiritual, very much so. I'm very spiritual, but No, I don't believe that Mercury's in Uranus. So something's going to happen to everybody who's a Pisces, who was born in this way. I think that's no. But one thing I will say, there is something in it. There is something in it. But I think it's exaggerated and I don't think it's understood. Excuse me, I'm a bit wheezy. Here's the thing, there is something in it. And I know that, the reason I know, so many times, because I'm Piscean, I'm a Pisces, so many times I've been speaking to people and the connection has been brilliant. And we've chatted and it's like we're long lost friends and it's been instant. And I've said to them, I've done this twice. I've said, you're not a Pisces by any chance, are you? And both times I've got it right. Both times I could tell from their character. They were so like me that I got it right. Maybe it was luck, who knows? So I think there's something in it. Why, what do you think? And I certainly, if the rishis did know all of this stuff, I think it's lost now. I think we're so out of touch with the natural forces of the universe and nature that you might find someone in the Himalayas in a cave, but Russell Grant or somebody that's reading your stars in the paper, it's absolute rubbish. I'm sorry. Punjab. Let me see if my light's good now. Kind of. It looks better in the dark. I've got a few of them outside. They're solar lamps. They're lovely. Any more questions before we go? It's nice chatting to you anyway, Naresh. I hope I've not offended you. I hope you're not like really into it and you see me as being rude. Wow! You're one of the many, are you? Most people bail at 2 or 3 days. Here's what happened to you. Here's what I think happened to you, because it's common. Were you on one of SN Goenka's retreats? His 10-day Vipassana retreat? I'd imagine that's what you were on. I go on many retreats, and that's one that I saw loads of people leave. But I think that's largely to do with lots of newcomers go, and it's very strict. For your first retreat, it's very strict. Like 2-hour sits in the afternoon where you can't move is like, but it's powerful. Up at 4. It's even more strict than the monastic retreats I've been on. But it's very good. And right, here's what I think happened then. So you go on this retreat. You probably started with samatha, or as they call it in that tradition, shamatha, which is focusing your breath at the nostrils. So you spend the first couple of days doing that to sharpen the mind. So what likely happened is you actually got quite deep in meditation, but you hit something that was buried and you ran from it. Now, you probably won't see that. You'll probably see that you got bored, or you thought, I'm not getting out of this, anything out of this, it's rubbish, or whatever. A wall. And that wall that they hit, they've built. And they've built it around something. Some internal damage inside. I speak about this on my channel, actually. So you hit this wall, there's damage on the other side. And your meditation is beginning to get through. You're beginning to take those bricks off. On the other side of that is what you have run away from, what you've closed off, what you've locked away. And although you're not aware of it, your ego knows what's happening. It knows it's about to be challenged like it never has before. And it's painful. It's painful to take down the walls that we've built. It is painful. But it's more painful to carry those walls around with us for the rest of our lives. And not only that, once you start taking this down, once you start dismantling this through Vipassana, yes, you'll be hit by fear and all of these things, but you're moving through it, you're working through it, and you will be free. You will be enlightened. Now, I don't mean you'll become a Buddha, but you will become, my teacher told me a long time ago, you become lighter, enlightened. Every time you're approaching this stuff, you're becoming lighter and lighter because you're offloading your baggage that you're carrying around with you. It's almost as if I'll give you another analogy. It's like you've got a rucksack that you're carrying around, and it's filled with stinking dead carcasses that you've been carrying around forever. And for you to open that rucksack and take them out, you're going to be confronted with a terrible sight of horrible, rotting flesh and a disgusting smell. You're going to face what you do not want to face, but you will, at the time you are doing that, be taking it out, removing it, working through it. So you've got two choices. You can either carry those carcasses around and be weighed down by them for the rest of your life, or you can begin the process of working through it. Now, you've got to do this carefully. And a retreat like that is the perfect time because you'll be supported there as well. You're supported there. It's not like you're doing it on your own. You know, you're doing 10 hours or so meditation a day. So you've got a lot of support around you, skilled teachers who can guide you through offloading this stuff and working through it. FY, I'm preparing for CA. What is CA? I have no idea what that is, my friend. CA. But yes, work through it. Work through it slowly, but I would say go back on. Ah, right, a chartered accountant. I wondered what that was. I would say go and do another 10-day retreat. If it's Goenkas, they're very good. And you're supported. But do it. You will be so cleaned from inside out, so happy for no other reason. You see, if I'm to return to that analogy of a rucksack filled with carcasses, we know we've got a rucksack filled with carcasses. We can feel the weight in our back. We can feel it. It's weighing us down. It's heavy. So we have that knowledge there as well, even subconsciously, that lurking is this stuff we've got to deal with someday. That's why, have you ever caught yourself being happy and then for some reason, unbeknown to you, you get like a daunting feeling of, well, everything's kind of right, but there's still something wrong. We've got things to work through that we can't see. 10 hours a day is a very long time for a beginner. How do you know when you are ready for it? You're not. I don't think you're ever ready for it. It's really long, but it's designed that way. It's designed that way. It's not only that. It's not just the meditation. You're not allowed to speak to anyone for 10 days. You're not allowed a phone. You're not allowed a book. You're not allowed to write down notes. You're not allowed to make eye contact with people. You can't talk. So what happens is all of your energy, all of this energy, we are constantly, in this world, we are constantly pushing energy out. Every time we look at something, every time we talk or listen, it's energy, energy. We're always out, out, out. That cuts that all dead and it's all in. And all of our problems come to the surface, all of our struggles, and we fight and we struggle with it. And on one particular occasion, I went through hell. And I mean literal hell. And I tried prayers, nothing would work. I had to go through it. And I was absolutely terrified. Absolutely terrified. And I just had to go through it. And I came out of the other side. The sun came up and I was in floods of tears. And it was just such a joy. I don't know what it was, but after I was lighter, something had resolved itself. Because they say in meditation, we don't solve our problems, we dissolve our problems. They go, because in the workings of the mind, there's something very mysterious happening that we don't know anything about. And it just sorts itself out. Through meditation, it just all heals. The mind works itself out. We just got to give it that space. I find it difficult to forgive anybody and don't seek forgiveness from anybody. How do I overcome? Well, that's very easy to answer. That is very easy for me to answer. If you're not forgiving anybody, do you feel like you're punishing them? Is there an element of, I'm going to punish you by not forgiving you? Because really, you're only punishing yourself. By not forgiving others, that means you're carrying around that damage the whole time instead of just letting it go. And the ultimate way And Sons will probably back me up here because she's practiced with me now for many years, maybe 5 years, is it? A long time. But this practice will do it naturally. You will naturally begin to forgive and seek forgiveness. You won't need to. You won't need to. It'll come from within. It'll come from within. It'll all happen. It'll all unfold naturally with this practice. I guess walking and working meditation are part of it too. Yes, walking and sitting, but on a Goenka one, you do a lot of hours of sitting. You don't do any working meditation on a Goenka one. It's walk and sit. You get up about 4 in the morning or something. And I can't remember. I've only been on one Goenka retreat, and I think you're sitting for the best part of 10 hours a day, if not 10 hours. And in the middle of the day, you do something that he calls, what is it now? Basically, I don't remember the exact name for it, but it's a 2-hour sit where for 2 hours you are not allowed to move a muscle. You have to sit in that discomfort, in that pain. When I went, it was boiling. There's sweat running down your head, and you can't move. It's something determination, it's called. But it can be pretty brutal. I think you should go on one, Sons. I really do. In fact, it's so strict that you're shattered. It's exhausting. And it's so strict that every night, because he's died now, every night you beautiful, but you sit in front of a cinema screen. Every night you go for a talk, a Dharma talk, and he comes on and he does his chant. But there's someone watching at the front. The main teacher's watching you. And you have to sit upright. Because there's lots of beginners there. Lots of beginners go and do it. They do it. And wow, I was shocked at how many do survive it. And you're not allowed to lie down or slouch while this is on. It's the end of the night and you're watching it. And, you know, I'm a seasoned, I went maybe, it's about 10 years ago that I went to the Goenka retreat, and I'd been meditating for well over 10 years, maybe close to 15 at the time, a very long time. And I found it difficult. I found it difficult to, you know, keep a respectful posture at that time after you've been meditating for the whole day. But there's beginners there, and you know, you get told off if you slouch. It's hardcore, but it's all for a reason. You see, Buddhism is so funny, isn't it? People think like Buddhism, they're like, oh, it's all love and peace and softies and, you know, not very masculine. If she watches this after, she'll know what I'm talking about. It's not very, you know, boy, you go there. You could be a top soldier there and you're gonna crumble. It's hard. But what in life do we get from taking the easy path all the time? So many times I hear people say, that's easy enough for you to say, or, yeah, it's easy to say. What is that, the phrase? It's easy to say? No, it's something like that. Common phrase, I don't know why it slipped my mind, but they're like, you get it a lot on Facebook on comments, you know what I mean? What's the phrase? That's it. That's it. Well done. It's not even your first language either. Easier said than done. That's the one. Yeah, that's easier said than done. Like, of course. Isn't anything that's worth doing easier said than done? It's like, what's worth doing that's easy and requires nothing of us? That's not where growth is. Growth's in when we stretch ourselves. We have to. And a meditation like that is a stretch. I might even do one sometime. I've said about doing a retreat on here. Obviously, it won't be that brutal, but if people wanted to commit to, say, 4 hours a day, I'd do it as well. And I wouldn't do much speaking. We'd all sit together. It'd be holding each other to account. And maybe we'd just do it for a weekend or so, just so you get a taste of it. And I could help you to set up conditions in your own home so they're more retreat-like. But yeah, it's magical. That's where most people make progress. They go into their first retreat. I see it. I've seen it so many times. People, they meditate, they might be meditating 6 months, go into a meditation group or meditating with you, go on a retreat, a different person walks out of the door, changed forever. Very different person comes back, very different in all the right ways. Right. Oh, I didn't see your forgiveness. I don't believe in forgiveness. I believe in trying to understand. It's not on us to forgive. Ooh, let me think about that one. I don't believe in forgiveness. I believe in trying to understand. On us to forgive. I like where you're going there. I would say, maybe not. I was about to say that forgiveness probably is beginning to understand, but not necessarily. I guess we could forgive someone having not understood. But yes, I like that. I like that a lot, sons. You poet, you. I believe in trying to understand. And I guess once you've understood, then the forgiveness would be quite natural. It wouldn't be a fake forgiveness. It wouldn't be, I forgive you, but really, underneath it all, I'm never gonna really forgive you. But if you understand completely, then the forgiveness, although it took a lot longer to come, would be real and enduring. Am I right? Because if so, that's very wise. And I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I don't believe in forgiveness. I believe in trying to... Will you send me a message with that? I'm going to screenshot it as well if I can. Bear with me. I love it. Details. I'd love you to send that to me because it's lovely. If you say, okay, I understand, and it's normal not to carry the weight. I'm not sure what you mean there. If you say, okay, I understand, and it's normal not to carry the weight. Actually, since I don't think she does, or maybe she does. Maybe This is interesting. What do you mean, sons? Do you mean forgiveness does not exist? Or understanding becomes forgiveness? I think you're projecting here as well, Naresh. Shall I tell you why I think that? Because of what you said earlier. I think you don't believe it exists. And that sounds quite cynical, but I get where you're coming